What's up guys, it's Daz here. Don't really care, as there's been no Nintendo news, so naturally What? Sonic Boom trailers have been released? Oh. Well, I already had this video planned, so maybe next week, unless something bigger pops up. Anyway, last week I released a video theorizing about Rosalina's appearance, and from that I came up with the idea of a Sunshine Galaxy amalgamation game, and you guys liked it, or at least had a lot to say about it. So because of that, I will be making this follow-up video to speculate in more detail about ideas for this game. So, you ready? Let's begin. So the first thing I'd like to talk about is the title of this game, and since many of you came up with names for yourself, I might as well show them as honorable mentions. Super Mario Universe, Sun and Stars. Super Mario Universe, Universe, you know, because it's on the Wii U. If this does happen, it should be called Super Mario Universe. Super Mario Shine Galaxy or Galaxy Sunshine. Call it Super Mario Starshine. Genius. Super Mario Universe Galactic Shine. So as you can see, Super Mario Universe is a popular request, so I think I'll roll with that. As for the secondary title, I'll probably just use whatever I feel like at the time. But the title is the first step. So, now let's move on to the story aspect of Mario Universe. And as Crafting Menace says, I think we've been focusing too much on the mechanics, and I'm going to try my best to fit in the canon of Sunshine Galaxy. So, first off, I think the story, and the whole game, should be based on light and shadow, with light being the world of Sunshine and shadow being the cosmic world of Galaxy. We could even have the villains for each scenario, with Bowser being the big baddie in the cosmos, while we have Il Piantissimo on our tail in the sun, due to being corrupt from the paintbrush he finds at the end of Sunshine 1. Whether the two forces combine, I guess it's up to you. I can imagine Il Piantissimo working with them, or battling with Bowser Jr. over the paintbrush, so I'm open either way. So, the basic storyline could go like this. Mario attempts to go on vacation once again, maybe this time to one of Isle Delfino's nearby planets, or all of them? But once he gets there, he is confronted by Il Piantissimo, who does not like his return. Who does Mario think he is anyway, running around with a water pump on his back? Puh. As for Bowser, he could once again be power hungry, so he decides to grow his empire by wiping the light out of everything. How? Well, for the islands, one must simply steal the shine sprites, which is exactly what he does. With a battle on two fronts, Mario needs to find as many shine sprites as possible to bring life back to the islands, to weaken Bowser's empire, and to stop Bowser once and for all. For a little while. All the while avoiding Il Piantissimo's actions to slow him down. Maybe Il Piantissimo doesn't want Mario to save the islands, as he will be seen as a hero, and Piantistis wants all the glory. With all this on Mario's shoulders, he may need a little help, so why not bring in for certain Galaxy-esque stages, since he did help in the Galaxy games, so he could reappear in this form. Maybe he could be like the secret level in Sunshine, where he has no FLUDD and must simply do 3D platforming to reach a shine sprite. As for Mario, he may need even more help, so nothing like an old buddy like FLUDD to come in for the ride. At first he could act normal for Sunshine stages, but as Galaxy stages appear or the levels become more complicated, he could obtain new nozzles and techniques, which I'll go over later. Thinking about the idea of Il Piantissimo wanting glory, maybe he could be on his own team, against Bowser, but getting shine sprites for himself. Then you could only get them from him by racing him, but now he has a paintbrush, he's a cheater. Maybe he spews honey behind him to slow you down, or transforms into a Koopa shell to move faster. How do those sound for story ideas? They're probably subject to change over time, but that seems like a good baseline. So time to focus on FLUDD and the new upgrades he could host. Maybe FLUDD could have an anti-gravity water button, so wherever he shoots water, it will start to float. If you press the button again, the water will fall. With this in mind, you could do some pretty cool things, like let there be a gap that you can't cross or something. Use FLUDD and spray water between the gaps and where you are, and you can swim through the suspended water. It'd be a totally cool concept. Or you could combine FLUDD with some Galaxy power-ups, such as the Cloud ability, so that FLUDD would make clouds which you could use as a platform. If not clouds, you could always do it with steam, as a couple of you suggested. Not too sure what steam could work for, unless you inflate balloons to float to higher grounds or onto other planets. Or, of course, Mario could use the elements, fire, ice, electricity, and water of course. Maybe Mario needs to find a fire flower to have FLUDD fire. Maybe there could even be a laser nozzle which acts to burn enemies or bend them through crystal-related puzzles. We could even have a light device on FLUDD which could work well in the Galaxy stages. Imagine a world where if you can't see the ground, it's not there, but with FLUDD instead. Maybe in this case you simply have to spray a wall to be able to wall jump off of it. FLUDD could also use a variety of liquids such as slippery slime, stick goo, inflammable fluid, reflective substance, bouncy stuff, poisonous water, or even honey. Just imagine putting all of this together into one game. Man. And bringing in a bit of Galaxy 2, what if Yoshi appeared too? I'm not sure what he could do, but there's more bait for you guys to nibble at. One person said that certain colours could be immune to certain goop, like red being fiery goop or cyan being ice-proof. As for Peach, I expect, as has been the case in these games, she would once again get captured by Bowser. My question is, how do we involve Rosalina? Maybe each gets captured by one of the two main villains. With that in mind, maybe you need to choose who to save. Or maybe Peach gets taken and Rosalina once again steps in to guide you on your way. Maybe she's able to use the Shine Sprites together to weaken Bowser. Who knows? Going on to the topic of bosses, no one's really mentioned much. Crafting Menace, whose comment I've used 3 times now, said that maybe there could be a goop piranha that jumps from planet to planet. And not really much else was really talked about. And I, right now, can't think of any aspects of the game to go on. So I think I'm going to conclude this video here. With these ideas in mind, maybe you can think of further developments for them. And if you have other aspects of the game you'd like mentioned, you can put them down in the comments. Your comment might even appear in a future video. As for next week, I'm not sure whether I'll do a Sonic Boom analysis, or an analysis of anything newer, or whether I should just make another one of these Mario Universe videos. So I guess I'll put it down to you. What do you want to see? Well, I think I'm going to end it off here. So, my name's been Daz, you didn't really care, and I'll see you in a bit.